Hey, what's going on, second grade? It's Mr. Hunter here. I have your second grade history lesson, and that means you need your history book, Our America. You need to turn to page 125 because yesterday we left off on page 124. Yesterday, can anybody remember what we were talking about? I'll give you a hint. We had a couple of questions at the end, and it was talking about the traveling that the pioneers did. The wagon master. We talked about him taking them on the journey, stopping at lunch every single day, and they stopped around what time? They stopped at noon. Remember, I had some lunch at noon the other day. So they did a lot of things on their traveling journeys, but they entered into a place that didn't have a lot of trees, didn't have a lot of buildings. It was just kind of an area, and it was called the prairie area, and it was a prairie town where they had prairie dogs. Remember those little things? I sent you a video the other day that showed you what a prairie dog was. A little quick. They have their holes down in the ground where they live underneath the ground. And so it was really cool to see all of that. Today, we're actually going to talk about a little bit more of the traveling. Okay, we're going to talk about more of the traveling and then some of the songs that they sang to keep themselves entertained. Have you ever been on a road trip and you were traveling somewhere really far, and to pass the time you would play games in the car? Sometimes you have a game on your phone or your mom's iPad, but sometimes you guys play games in the car, like who can count whatever color, or who can see how many colors there are outside, or how many trees do you see, or what car. We used to play a game with what color car did we see driving by. If you see a green car, I spy with my little eye something green, and we would say everything that we saw that was green. So maybe there's some things that you do in the car on the way there. Well, there's some songs that these people sang, the pioneers sang on their traveling journeys. We're going to talk about that. But before we do, we always have to do a review. So again, make sure you're going to put a little pencil right in page 125. We're going to do a little review based on what we've learned. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to see if you remember who the answer is or what the answer is. Okay. All right. So the first question I'm going to ask you is, what wilderness did Daniel Boone travel to? I'm sure you guys remember Daniel Boone, right? Okay. So Daniel Boone, I'll give you a hint. He started in Virginia, but that's not where he ended up. So what state did Daniel Boone travel to? Five, four, three, two, one. Raise your hand if you know. Okay, so I can't see you, but your parents or whoever's watching it with you is going to have to be the judge of that. And the answer is Kentucky. All right, you guys, who guessed Kentucky the first time without having to think about it? Everybody guess? Michael, Mackenzie, Naomi, Ada, Solomon? Okay, Solomon and Ada can kind of work together because they're brother and sister at the same house. But just wanted to make sure. So we know it's Kentucky. All right, so B, this question. Whose job was it to lead the wagon train safely? Hmm, two words in this answer. All right, everybody got it? The wagon master. Okay, it's okay if you didn't get it, but it's pretty cool. You got to remember that the wagon master was the person that drove the wagons and knew exactly the path to take to get everybody to the new land and from the old land safely. All right, the last question I'm going to ask you is, what were some of the kinds of food that pioneers took with them? Now, this might be a hard one that you don't know. All right, I'll give you a hint. One of the items that they took with them is something that you eat in the morning with breakfast, or that you can eat in the morning with breakfast. Bacon. Okay, they had bacon. They had something that your parents drank to keep them awake during the day. Coffee. All right. They had flour, and they had cornmeal. So flour, cornmeal, coffee, and bacon. Those were some of the meals that they took along the way. All right. So let's jump back over to 125, page 125. The vocabulary word that we have today is called discouraged. Everybody say discouraged. Have you ever felt discouraged? Do we know what discouraged means? Discouraged means that you're not feeling as confident. Something has taken away the excitement that you've had about something because it's just not going well. Okay, discouraged. These stories that we're going to read today, they'll talk about discouraged. Maybe the pioneers got discouraged from things not happening the way they wanted them to. We'll find out. All right, at the top of page 125. At night, the wagons would form a circle when they were traveling. This made a fort to protect the pioneers against friendly Indians. So what they would do is they take their forts, and instead of just parking them one by one, they'd circle the wagons all the way around. So the wagons would sort of be in a circle so that nothing could get inside. They could do things inside the wagons, but nothing outside could harm them or hurt them. Okay? Now, there were often troubles. Wagon wheels broke, some wagons turned over, and others got stuck in the mud. People got sick, and some people even died. A few families, they got discouraged when all these things happened. Remember, that's our word. They turned around and they went back home. So some things happened that were bad, and they turned around and went back home. When you get discouraged, should you stop? What do you think? What do you think God would want us to do if we get discouraged when things aren't going our way? Hmm? I think it's a good question to ask right now with everything that's happening in the world, with schools closing and us not being able to see each other except online. People are discouraged. But should we stop? Who should we keep our trust in? Exactly. We should keep our trust in God. So I want you guys to keep doing that. But in the story, some people got discouraged. They turned around and they went back home. But most of the families, they kept on going. These people had to work together and help each other. Every day meant hard work. I'm going to say that sentence again. Every day meant hard work. I'm going to say that sentence again. I want you guys to listen to it because this is for you too. Every day meant hard work. Pioneers were just too busy to stop and think that with each step they took, they were building a great country, America. It takes a lot. You got to keep going. You can't stop. And you can't for 1 second let something stop you. You have to keep fighting through. And that's an encouragement to you. So we have discouraged and we have encouragement. All right, turn the page. In the evening around the campfire, someone usually got out a fiddle and everyone joined in singing. Maybe you have heard this song before. Did you know that pioneers sang it? And the song that they're talking about is called the Paw Paw Patch. So guys, Paw Paw Patch. I'm not a great singer, but I'm going to show you how the melody is. And then I'm going to put a link to the actual song in the YouTube clip here. Now, when you're looking at the song, they're going to switch the names up, but it's still the same melody, which means it's still the same beat. You're going to go, where, oh, where is sweet little Nellie? Where, oh, where is sweet little Nellie? Where, oh, where is sweet little Nellie? Way down yonder in the Paw Paw Patch. Was that good? Oh, you guys are mean. I was nice. I was singing the song. I was doing it for you. Are you laughing at me right now? Okay, I'll do it again. All right. You said no? You don't want me to do it again? Well, you can sing it with me. All right. So let's take our time. Where, oh, where is sweet little Nellie? Where, oh, where is sweet little Nellie? Where, oh, where is sweet little Nellie? Way down yonder in the Paw Paw Patch. I think that was good. So if you want more practice, rewind the video. If you don't want to hear me sing again, it's okay. I won't. But I'm going to put the link to the song in the bottom of this YouTube clip. I hope you enjoy. All right. Have a good day.